Hello friends, in this video we will discuss how stack can be implemented as an array, that is static implementation. As we had discussed in the previous video, stack is a linear data structure in which items can be inserted and deleted from a same end. This stack can be implemented either as an array or a linked list. Usually this will be implemented in that way. If it is static implementation where the size is not changing, then usually we go for arrays. So based on the previous video, the important functions we need to implement for a stack is pop, push and display. When we are doing these operations, we need to keep in mind that whether stack is overflowing, whether it is in underflow condition. If we check for these things, then implementing stack as an array for push and pop as well as display operation is very simple. Say if we consider this as an array, then how we can consider it as a stack? Say we go on we have inserted the elements, so top will be pointing to the last element. So the rightmost element is called top element, this element is called bottom element. So if it is array, then this is array of 0, s of 0, s of 1, s of 2, s of 3, s of 4. So if it is stack, in the same way, this is initially top will be pointing to the index -1, then top will be pointing here. When we insert 10, this is converted like this. This 10 is inserted into stack, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, like this. So now top is pointing to the topmost element. This is how we can consider. So let us try to write the code for this. Files you require include based on the compiler what you are using. As it is an introductory program, let us define the maximum size of the stack. Let us say it is let us see it as maximum size, say it is 5. And always when we are implementing stack, we need a variable top. Either you can use top as a pointer or a value. I am using it as a value here, so say let us declare top as a global variable. Then I need stack itself, which is an array. Say I declare it as say s of 10. So these are the global variables required. Say let me try to implement push operation. Say you can convert this to character operation later if you want. I am implementing it for array of integers. So push operation. You can also pass the parameters if you want. Otherwise, let it be like this only without passing the parameters for global variables. Let us write like this. So for push operation, if this is stack, then say stack of 5 elements. The very first thing we need to check is whether top is pointing to the maximum minus 1th element, that is this is minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 4, sorry. Say if top is pointing to maximum size minus 1, that it means that stack is full, right? So that is overflow condition. So if it is overflowing, then we cannot insert. So first, before inserting the element, we need to check the condition whether it is overflowing. So first we need to check if top is equal to max size minus 1. As I have declared it as 5, you can consider it as 4 now. That is max size minus 1. Then I have to print some relevant message, that is stack overflow. Stack overflow. And I need to return from the function. I need to come out from the function. Otherwise, if stack is not full, or if it is top is not pointing to maximum size minus 1, I can insert the element. To insert an element, say 10 is already inserted, assume this, top will be pointing here. I need to increment the top first, that is top should point to this element, this space, then I can insert there. So top should be incremented, top is equal to top plus 1, then in that space, that is S of top, in S of top, I need to insert the element what I want to insert. Say I will take one more variable here, int item. Fine, that's all. This is push operation. So these two statements can be replaced with a single statement like S of plus top equal to item. This can be done like that also. Say if you want to implement this for the character operation, then these should be character, these should be declared as character. Top will be as usual, it will be integer only because it is the index. Then you can do the same operation. Or if you want to pass any parameters, that also possible. This is push operation. Then say I hope push operation is clear. Let me go for pop operation. Say when I am popping, I have to return an element which is removed from the stack. So I will take the data type of this function pop as integer, because I am implementing a stack of integers. So int pop. So if there are no elements in the stack, assume this case, if there are no elements in the stack, I cannot pop anything. Pop will be pointing to minus 1th location. Okay, so I need to check that. That is underflow condition. Before popping an element from the stack, I have to check that whether there are some elements to pop or not. So to do that, if top is equal to minus 1, then I need to return 0. I am not going to return any popped element, so I am going to return 0. Else I need to have a deleted element, so I need to declare one local variable in this function, int say d element or d item, deleted item, something like this. So d item equal to s of top and decrement the top. That's all. It is top minus minus, or top is equal to top minus 1, like this. And I need to return the element, that is return d item. These two statements can be replaced like d item equal to s of top minus minus. I can also write like this. This is possible. So this is how we can implement push operation and pop operation if we consider if we want to implement a stack of integers with an array. Okay. If it is again character, you can declare this as character, this as character, and these two as, sorry, this as character, these two as characters, then you can implement. It's very simple. So we'll go for display operation. We'll go for display operation, how we can display the stack of an array, stack. So just simply convert this as an array. Then how we display the array in the same manner we can display the stack as well. So if this is the stack s of 0, s of 1, s of 2, s of 3, s of 4 items will represent the stack content, right? So before displaying, I need to check that whether stack is empty. If stack is empty, there are no elements, there is nothing to display. So for that, I need to check if top is equal to minus 1, then I need to print that stack is empty. Stack is empty. Otherwise, I need to print the stack content, else contents of stack So let me have a for loop so that I can traverse through the stack for I is equal to 0. So this is, let me have an local variable int I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to top I plus plus. So in this for loop I need to have a printf statement, print %d. So if I want to print each item in one line, then /n s of I. That's it. So this is display. This is display function. That's all. That is, s of 0 will be printed if there are some elements, s of 1, s of 2, s of 3, s of 4. If it is equal to, if it crosses the top, then it will not go for incrementing I. The last element to be printed that is displayed is top element of the stack. This is how we can implement push, pop and display operations. So calling all these functions from main function is simple. Okay, say if you want to create a user choice function, then you can have a switch statement in a for loop having all these global variables. I am assuming that. Let me write again. It is a good practice to write individual statement in a separate line. As bold is small, I am writing like this. Say in the main function, I need to declare some local variables, of course, like choice. Say if you want to create a menu, for push, pop, display in choice, then I need to initialize this top to -1 initially. Then in an infinite for loop, I can have a statement like one is for push, 2 is for pop, 3 is for display, and 4 is for exit. Something like this. Then I can ask the user to enter the choice. You need to enter the choice, and you need to read the choice from the user. Scanf. I need to read the choice. Then switch statement, choice, if choice is 1, then push. So if choice is 1, then case 1, that is user has to enter the elements. Enter the element to be inserted. Read the element, the variable item, then call the push function. As item is declared as global variable, definitely the same thing will be considered. Otherwise, if you consider this as a local variable, then you can pass it as a parameter. Then break. Similarly, case 2, for deleting the element, so that is just popping. So this is item equal to pop. We need to call this for any particular variable because it is going to return the popped element, that is removed element. So if this popped element is equal to 0, then I need to say that stack is empty. Otherwise the popped element should be printed. Popped item is equal to %d. Popped item is, this is the item. Then break. That's all for popping. Case 3, that is choice 3 is what? That is display. Just we need to call the display function. What we have developed, display function. Then break. Else default. The last choice in this switch is default. So default is we need to exit from this. If any other than 3, 1, 2, 3, we need to exit. So close the switch statement and close the for loop and close the void main. So this is simple. So when we are implementing stack as an array, we need to keep in mind that usually it is static implementation. Dynamic implementation is also possible. In simple way this is done, that is the first element of the array is considered as a bottom element, the last element of the array is considered as the top element. So when we are pushing, we need to check the overflow condition. When we are popping and when we are displaying, we need to check whether the stack is empty. Okay, that's all. Simple implementation. Without passing the parameters also possible, with passing the parameters also possible. So same, you can convert this integer implementation to character implementation. Thank you.